Hello, in this video, we are with you by identifying Bruce Lee's Wing Chun techniques and teaching them and how to deal with them. Now he goes to the famous movie of Enter the Dragon. We are going to Bruce Lee. In a part of the movie and in the fight scene between Bob Wall and Bruce Lee, we see Bruce Lee performing many Wing Chun techniques in his fight. Now we intend to review these techniques carefully together. In the first and second scenes of this fight, Bruce Lee uses the simple and well-known pak sao and punch technique, which most people are not able to identify due to its very high speed. First and second technique training. As you know, the first and second techniques are the same. To perform this technique, use the pak sao defense to avoid the closer hand of the opponent and immediately attack his body with your fist. Don't forget not to separate your pak sao hand from the opponent's hand during the attack so that the way to penetrate the opponent's body is open for you. Try to add to your attack, moving the foot forward and penetrating the opponent's body, and use your forward force to destroy the opponent as much as possible. When your hand techniques are coordinated with your movement, your strength will multiply and you will have a more beautiful fighting style. First and second technique, defense. In order to defend this technique, our opponent also prevents the penetration of the fist into his body by performing a clean defense. Carrying out this defense and making it effective requires a lot of practice in different styles of Wing Chun, including Lat Sao and Chi Sao. In the third scene of the fight, one of the famous and reactionary techniques of Wing Chun called Lap Sao is performed by Bruce Lee, which is almost hidden from everyone's view due to the very high speed of how to perform this technique. Teaching the third technique. In this technique, Bruce Lee's attack starts with a pak sao and a punch to the opponent's stomach, which is then blocked by the opponent, and to penetrate again, he uses the back face technique to punch the opponent's face, and again, with the opponent's reaction, and blocks the way and finally uses lap sao technique and fak sao to destroy the opponent. All these steps are done in just 1 second. That's why the most skilled martial artists of other disciplines are unable to defend and react against this technique. Now you can see how to do this technique step by step at a slower speed. Defense of the third technique. To defend the third technique, you must use Wu Sao Wing Chun style and prevent your opponent from hitting your body. Tips and mistakes in the first technique. Be sure to do pak sao from the opponent's wrist to deflect the opponent's hand, so that the opponent's hand is deflected more easily. At the time of the attack, the pak sao of your targets are from the body. The easier it is for the opponent's hand to be deflected. But to defend this technique, be sure to use the part of the watch to points closer to the body. Tips and mistakes in the second technique. In the second technique, try to maintain contact with the opponent's body as much as possible because feeling the force of the opponent during his defense makes the next move better. Finally, try to perform your movements simultaneously and with high coordination. Individual exercises. To better understand and perform these techniques, try to do these exercises individually. As you can see, the techniques can be done individually, and one of the advantages of individual training is that it gives you the opportunity to think more about the technique, which ultimately increases the coordination of your body parts when performing the technique. Finally, you can practice these techniques and strokes on the bag for better feedback.